If I asked you to name the American League strikeout leader, you might think guys like Dylan Cease, Tarek Skubal, Jacob deGrom, but the top of that list is someone almost nobody would have predicted before the season started: Gavin Williams. The same pitcher who led the American League in walks last year is now leading the league in strikeouts. On Thursday, he threw an immaculate inning: 9 pitches, 9 strikes, and 3 strikeouts. Only the fifth time in Guardians history. So, how did a pitcher who couldn't consistently find the strike zone become the American League's strikeout machine? The frustrating thing about Gavin Williams wasn't that he lacked talent or stuff. He throws in the upper 90s. He's got swing and miss secondary pitches. The problem was command. Last season, he walked 83 hitters, the most in the AL. He averaged 4.5 walks per 9 innings, constantly forcing him to pitch out of trouble. This season, everything's changed. His walk rate has dropped from 4.5 walks per 9 innings to just 2.6, while his strikeout rate has jumped from 9.3 to 11.1 strikeouts per 9 innings. In fact, he already has 156 strikeouts, nearly matching last season's total, despite throwing more than 40 fewer innings. But this isn't just about command. He's completely changed the way he attacks hitters. Last season, out of his 5 pitches, nearly 38% of them were four-seam fastballs, but hitters were all over it.
Homers with 18. Smokes the first pitch. It's deep, and it is gone.
He gave up 12 homers and a 498 slugging against them. This year, he's throwing fastballs at a far lower rate, but with a more effective 353 slugging against them. The biggest change is his reliance on his sweeper. He's throwing at 27% of the time, up from 20% last season. And hitters are batting just 180 against it while missing on nearly 43% of their swing. Which brings us to Thursday. Facing the Twins in the fourth inning, Williams struck out all the Twins' trade targets: Byron Buxton, Ryan Jeffers, and Josh Bell on just 9 pitches. An immaculate inning. It was a perfect example of the pitcher Williams has become. He was attacking hitters, mixing his pitches, and most importantly, throwing strikes. He didn't stop there. He went on to pitch 7 scoreless innings, allowing just 2 hits, walking nobody, and striking out 11. It was his third straight start with 11 strikeouts, and his performance moved him into the American League strikeout lead with 156. Cleveland finally gave him a lead in the fifth when Patrick Bailey hit a solo home run. So after 7 innings, Williams walked off the mound with a 1-0 lead, having done basically everything Cleveland has asked of him. But then in the 8th, Hunter Gaddis would immediately walk 2, and Cleveland would turn to their closer, Cam Smith, for a 5-out save. Alan Roden delivered a pitch-hit RBI single, tying the game at 1. The game went all the way to the 12th inning with no one scoring. In the 12th, Trevor Larnach would go the other way off Eric Sabrowski for an RBI single to put the Twins up 2-1. Then Luke Keeschel would get an RBI single to left to add on an insurance run, and that would be the final score, 3-1. So Gavin Williams threw an immaculate inning, struck out 11, allowed 0 runs, led with the lead, and still didn't get the win. The hard part to figure out is if he's striking out more and walking less, what happened to the ERA? His ERA was in the low 3s in 2025, but there were signs it should have been higher. His expected ERA was over a run higher. But why is it so high in 2026?
Pitch. Hit high and deep and gone.
He's given up way too many homers. He's tied for 11th worst in the league. Comment below how many home runs you think Gavin Williams has given up this year. I'll throw the answer in the description.